If you support Trump, get off my page. I will not tolerate people who support a racist, LGBT phobic, pedophilic, white supremacist, fascist, wannabe dictator. Um, I don't understand the whole perceptive opinion you're trying to derive from spouting this on the internet, especially a platform such as MeWe that really isn't prevalent enough to, you know, get people to get the recognition you're seeking. You're spouting nonsense, you idiot. You expect to get a message out, but you just, spewing malevolence. Spewing malevolence ain't going to get your message sent across successfully. You may think it does, but it really doesn't. In the long run, it don't do anything except deter your message even more that you're trying to get across successfully, but it doesn't do anything to you. It doesn't do anything for you, I mean. But give us leverage and anecdotes to prove these claims you're spouting and spewing. You are brewing with so much hatred that you expect people to believe you. This is the same generic, typical, not like statements people always throw about Trump specifically, and I don't understand the whole misconception when it comes to this. Like, if you support Trump, you're just a bad person immediately, instantaneously. It's like, give people a chance. Like, why do people have this grudge for people who support Trump? I guess if I support Trump, I'm a racist automatically without any consensus whatsoever. Like, once you want to give me a chance before judging me, um, with this averted mentality, like you just deliberately finding ways to judge me without even listening to my message, without even giving me a chance to address what my thoughts are when it comes to this. It's like you just you approach this with the most apparent mentality I can ever perceive someone to say like this, say things like this. Pardon my etiquette, but I'm just trying to like articulate the whole stupidity behind this message. Like, people can find this offensive. I don't really care, but when I see things like this, I want to speak up against it. Even though my platform may not be as prolific and well known as people expect it to be, as I expect it to be, I'm still going to speak up against it. The message will still get across successfully in some way. But this right here, I just don't understand the mentality people have when it comes to terms with Trump and their support of, you know, acknowledgement when it comes down to them supporting him. It's like I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me logically. It doesn't. I don't understand people's illogical perception when it comes to people discussing their support for Trump specifically on terms for their own personal reasons. I guess people can't do that these days anymore. We criticize heavily for even just speaking or wearing a MAGA hat in public. It's like, if it's gotten that bad, people don't want to adhere to your reasoning behind why you support him. Like, my God, I don't understand. Like, it's not really tolerable. You won't tolerate people because you live in your echo chamber, expecting people to align with your own one mentality, as if your mentality is the one way. But look at how your message is portrayed. Other people may the people who think the same way you do will be all up. They'll support you all the way. But realistically, once you see how it's the same people who are always the yes man and always agreeing with you, you never will have a challenge with people who have contrary beliefs and views on what you think, and that's called having a weak spirited mentality. Mm, that's all I would say.